Two slimes, same day, same town. Slime A is bouncing down the road and finds 100 gold coins on the ground. Lucky slime. Slime A smiles, tucks the coins away, and goes home. By lunch, Slime A has basically forgotten about it. Slime B is bouncing down the same road, holding 100 gold coins, and drops every single one of them straight down a drain. Same amount, opposite direction. Watch Slime B for the next 24 hours. Slime B shrieks. Slime B deflates. Slime B holds a tiny funeral for the coins. At midnight, Slime B is still staring at the ceiling. Same 100 coins, different planets. So why does our brain weigh losses so much heavier than gains? And why are game designers absolutely obsessed with this asymmetry? In 1979, two psychologists named Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky published a paper called Prospect Theory. They showed something weird about how brains do math. Gains and losses are not symmetrical. Losing 100 coins hurts roughly 2.25 times more than winning 100 coins feels good. That is the canonical number, roughly twice as bad. Picture it as slime physics. A green slime gains a coin, and it puffs up by one tiny bubble. The same green slime loses a coin, and it collapses by 2.25 bubbles. The ground beneath it cracks. The slime gets a little teary. Why is the slime built like this? Evolution. The ancestor slimes who panicked about losing food, shelter, or territory survived another winter. The ancestor slimes who shrugged when their cave got stolen did not pass on their genes. We are descended from the anxious slimes. The chill slimes are extinct. And quick callback for anyone who watched our Gotcha series. That stomach drop you feel when you lose a 50-50 and your guaranteed character becomes the wrong one? That is exactly this. The pull was not free. You paid in pity, in time, in hope. A diamond slime turned into a green slime in a single animation, and your nervous system filed a complaint. For new viewers, no gotcha knowledge required. Just hold on to one rule: losses count double. Now drop our slime into a competitive shooter or a MOBA. 5 wins in a row. The slime is happy. A small gold crown appears. The slime nods, says nice, cues again. 5 losses in a row. The slime is on fire. Not the cool fire, the bad fire. The slime is red, angry, vibrating. The slime is typing in all caps. The slime has uninstalled the game and reinstalled it twice in 90 minutes. Both streaks are 5 games long. One feels like a pleasant afternoon. The other feels like a personal attack from the universe. That is loss aversion meeting your ranked ladder. Each loss does not just sting on its own. It stacks. The angry red slime carries the weight of every previous L into the next match, and that is why tilt is a real measurable thing in player behavior. Studies of MOBA and shooter populations consistently find that churn, the rate at which players quit a game session, spikes hard after lose streaks. A single bad night can predict whether a slime even logs in tomorrow. Designers know this. That is why almost every modern competitive game has some kind of loss streak protection. Bonus XP after a defeat, soft matchmaking adjustments, daily quests that reward games played instead of games won. They are quietly petting the angry slime on the head, hoping it stays. Switch genres. Now our slime is on a roguelike run. 2 hours in. Final boss, half a health bar left. One mistake. Dead. A normal loss is 1 slime tear. A roguelike loss at the final boss is a slime in a puddle on the floor. Why so much worse? Because loss aversion has a best friend called sunk cost. The slime did not just lose the fight. The slime also lost 2 hours. Every item collected, every clever decision, every almost perfect dodge. The brain does the math. I invested all of this. I have nothing to show for it. Therefore, I am bleeding 2.25 times harder than usual. This is exactly the problem Supergiant Games set out to solve with Hades. Director Greg Kasavin has said openly that the team's non-negotiable goal was to take the sting out of dying. So in Hades, when you lose, you get something. Currency to spend on permanent upgrades, brand new voice lines, a story beat, a small unlock. The slime falls down, and on the way back up, somebody hands it a cookie. Compare that to a stricter roguelike like Spelunky. You die. You lose everything. Try again. Pure. Brutal. Beautiful, honestly, but a much steeper wall. Two design philosophies. Two slime experiences. One slime gets a hug after every defeat. The other slime gets a shovel and a fresh hole. If you want to see loss aversion turned all the way up to maximum cruelty, look at Korean MMO gear enhancement. Lineage, Maple Story, Black Desert. The classic systems work like this. You take a sword, you feed it materials, you press enhance. There is some chance of success and some chance of failure. And in the older, harshest versions, failure does not just mean you wasted materials. Failure means the sword shatters. Gone. Months of grinding. A cloud of pixels. Imagine our slime holding a glowing diamond sword it spent 6 weekends earning. Press enhance. Animation plays. Sword explodes. The slime stares at its empty hands. The slime does not move for a full minute. Mathematically, this is one of the worst deals in gaming. The expected value at high enhance levels is often deeply negative. Lost Ark's modern honing system softens this. Items do not break, you only lose materials, and a pity bar called Artisan's Energy fills up with every failure until your next attempt is guaranteed. Success rates can drop to single digits at the top end, around 5 to 15%, but the gear survives. That is the polite version. The classic version, the one that traumatized a generation of Korean MMO players, was harder. So why did anyone keep playing? Because loss aversion has a twin called the near miss. Every successful enhance feels enormous, because the slime's brain is comparing it to the alternative universe where the sword exploded. The wins feel like miracles. The losses feel like funerals. The slime keeps coming back to the anvil. Designers knew exactly what they were building. Not every designer weaponizes the angry slime. Some of them build little safety nets specifically to dampen loss aversion. And once you see the pattern, you cannot unsee it. Autosave in single-player games. Your slime falls off a cliff, and instead of losing 30 minutes, it loses 30 seconds. The loss never gets large enough to register as 2.25x pain. Comeback mechanics in MOBAs and fighting games. The losing slime gets quiet buffs, more gold per kill, slightly bigger damage. It is not a handout. It is a break on the snowball, so a 5-minute deficit does not feel like an unwinnable hour. Reboot vans in Apex Legends. Respawn beacons in Fortnite. Your slime dies, and a teammate can drag it back. The loss becomes temporary. The brain partially refunds the pain. Battle Pass. FOMO is the dark mirror of all this. Technically, you have not lost anything. The skin was never yours. But the timer counts down. The bar sits at 87%, and your slime feels like it is dropping coins down a drain in real time. Designers put a fake loss in front of you because fake losses still hurt 2.25 times more than fake gains feel good. That is the whole trick. The good designers ask, how do I make the slime feel okay when it fails? The cynical ones ask, how do I make the slime feel like it is failing right now unless it pays? Loss aversion is the single most exploited bias in modern game design. Roughly 2x. That is the multiplier on every defeat, every shattered sword, every lost 50-50, every battle pass tier you did not finish. Now that you can see the slime getting puffed up by one bubble and crushed by two, you can spot the design choice behind almost every system that frustrates you. If this helped, smash subscribe so the next slime finds you. Next episode, we are going one layer deeper into the brain. Roguelikes are basically the most punishing genre on paper, so why are they the most addictive thing on Steam? We are going to talk about dopamine, the one more run loop, and why your slime literally cannot put the controller down. See you there.